the philosophy of Chuck Palahniuk, rebellion, toxic masculinity, postmodern nihilism. Based on Fight Club, Choke, and everything hiding in the shadows between. You wake up, but not really. You wake up in a body that doesn't feel like yours. In a life that doesn't feel like it belongs to anyone. And your first instinct is to check your phone. Swipe, like, forget. But something underneath it all, a noise you've been trying to drown, it keeps pulsing in the back of your skull. It whispers, "This isn't living, this is sedation." And that's where Chuck Palahniuk enters, with a match, and a baseball bat, and a screaming manifesto you can't ignore anymore. Because the truth is, you've been lied to. Lied to by advertising, by job descriptions, by gym memberships and influencer quotes, by expectations you didn't ask for, but inherited like a curse. You've been taught that your value is how much you earn, how many things you own, how clean your apartment looks, how much you smile through the boredom. But deep down, you know that's not freedom. It's something else. It's a cage built from comfort, a coffin made of polite routines. And Fight Club, that's the hammer. Because in Palahniuk's world, you don't become yourself by meditating on a beach with a matcha latte. You become yourself by standing in the rain, fist clenched, asking the world to hit back. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about rebellion, about the male psyche, about the toxic fumes of a society that numbs you before you can feel anything real. Let's talk about what happens when you reject the script and what rises from the ashes of your former life. Because this isn't a story. It's a manual for your internal apocalypse. Chapter 1. You are not your job. First, you have to strip it all away. Your title, your name tag, your place in the company Slack channel. Palahniuk's philosophy hits you where it hurts. You are not your job. You are not how much money you have in the bank. You are not the car you drive. You are not the contents of your wallet. You are not the role society handed you. You are what's left when you burn the mask. And that's terrifying, because if you're not your job, who are you? If you're not what you consume, what do you create? If you're not your habits, what remains when they fall apart? This is where the pain begins, but also the clarity. You've been operating on autopilot, but that pain, it means you're waking up. Chapter 2. Hitting rock bottom is a spiritual practice. In Fight Club, Tyler Durden says, "It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything." It's not a metaphor, it's a blueprint. Palahniuk is not interested in self-help. He's interested in ego death. Everything you cling to's your apartment, your skincare routine, your reputation, your curated persona online. It all has to go. Not because it's wrong, but because it's in the way. The only way to find what's real is to destroy what's fake. Rock bottom isn't failure, it's baptism. You strip away the distractions, the numbness, the sedation, And what you're left with is raw skin, bloody knuckles, and maybe your first true breath. Chapter 3. Rebellion isn't a hashtag. You don't fight the system with tweets. You don't reclaim your soul by sharing a motivational reel. You fight it by refusing to be predictable, by refusing to play the game you were never meant to win. Palahniuk's characters don't rise by being better employees. They rise by walking away, by becoming wild, unstable, uncontrollable. There's a deep rebellion in choosing pain over comfort, in choosing honesty over performance. And that rebellion starts in you. You ask, what would happen if I stopped pretending? Would the world fall apart, or would it finally make sense? Chapter 4. The Masculine Identity Crisis. Palahniuk doesn't give you heroes. He gives you fractures. Men who are dismembered, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally. The narrator in Fight Club isn't a leader. He's a ghost, lost in a society that told him how to behave, but never taught him how to be. So he creates Tyler, an alter ego, a violent prophet, a primal scream. But Tyler isn't the solution. He's the symptom. Because what Palahniuk shows is how easy it is for broken men to confuse rage with meaning, to confuse control with strength, to confuse violence with transformation. And the real danger? When no one teaches you how to be a man, you might burn everything down trying to remember what it even means. Chapter 5. Nothing is sacred. In Palahniuk's world, there are no sacred cows, no fixed truths, no safe zones. Religion lies. Sex is commodified. Therapy becomes another addiction. Even memory betrays you. So what's left? Absurdity and somehow freedom. Because once you realize that nothing is sacred, you become dangerous. You're not afraid to question, to mock, to dig. You stop trying to fit in and start trying to wake up. Chapter 6. Build something from the rubble. So now what? You've hit bottom. You've torn it all down. You've faced the void. What do? You build something, not perfect, not clean, but yours. Maybe it's a creative project. Maybe it's a new way of loving. Maybe it's silence. Maybe it's truth. You no longer ask what the world wants from you. You ask what you want to leave behind. You're not trying to be Tyler. You're trying to be whole. And maybe that means being quiet, or wild, or broken, or brave. Maybe it means writing your own damn story instead of following one that was never written for you. Closing. This isn't about starting a fight club. This is about learning to fight yourself. To wrestle the parts of you that are afraid, ashamed, forgotten. This is about choosing chaos over comfort, honesty over numbness, waking up over fitting in. This is about you, not the sanitized version, the real one, ugly, beautiful, alive. Because in the words of Chuck Palahniuk, this is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. So burn the handbook, face the void, and start creating something that finally feels like yours.